Well, Reedsy got a whole lot cooler. Hello, I'm Mike with WriterSanctuary, and today I'm going to talk about Reedsy's somewhat newest edition of adding boards to its manuscript writing process. Now, if you don't know, Reedsy has a book editor that is completely free to use, and it can export in several different formats, so it's a fairly decent system if you want to start writing, and it's web-based. Now, taking notes is one of the biggest things I look for when I'm looking at a writing app, and one of the big reasons why I like Scrivener and Atticus so much. Mostly because I will forget certain plot lines, especially if I take more than a year to write my book. Not to mention character names, places, items. Also keep in mind that I have quite a bit on my plate and often forget. Not to mention I'm old. So when Reedsy added this new feature to its book editing app, I was pretty excited. And on the left hand side you can now see that you have your manuscript, and it comes with a planning board that kind of breaks down what exactly you can do with planning. As you can see, you can separate everything in folders and freaking email. But anyway, you can separate things in folders and add notes as you want as you go along, just by clicking the add button. You can add a whole new one. Yay! Yeah. And then a short description. Woohoo! And then you can write whatever. Then, as you can see, it'll put it down at the bottom, and then I can move it around wherever I want. So if I want to add it to Act 2 or maybe add it to Act 3, I can just go up and down and drag and drop and boom. But it's easy to create your own boards, as you can see the one I made right here with the grape on it. It was just testing it out. So if you click on it, yay, I can add by clicking up here and add a new note, a new folder. Let's say that I wanted to add need to add a river name. Name that river. But as you type, it'll automatically save, just like the manuscript editing app does. And if you want to pin it so that you remember that you need it, you just hit pin note and it'll show up on your manuscript. So when you go back to your manuscript, you now have the pinned note on the top right, and you can just disable it by clicking that. Open and close. Yay. Now for me, this is exceptionally helpful because there's quite a few things that are in my next book that I completely forgot that I wanted to flesh out. So I'm probably going to spend some time and go through and outline, not necessarily outline, but add the notes that of certain things I'm absolutely going to need in my book. And one of the cool things about it is that you're able to add as many of these notes or boards that you want. You can add folders to it, so you can separate essentially you can separate all your notes and plans out by character, person, place, or theme. So let's go ahead and create ourselves a board real quick, and I'll show you how to do that. All you gotta do is just click on this plus button here. We can create a board, and we can name it whatever we want. Let's name this one Fleshing Out Ideas. Create the board, and then we can add whatever notes we want to it. Now, if we want to edit it, because you can see I got the grape here, what you do is just go to Manage Boards, and then you can edit any one of the boards you got. So we're going to say Fleshing Out Ideas, and we're going to change the icon just because I'm a dork and I want a light bulb. And boom. Save, and now it's got a light bulb. So now at any point I can see that these are my ideas that I want to work on, and so you can get rid of all of these that you want. Just click on it, you can hit delete, you can select certain notes. You got board settings here, which is essentially the same thing as managing your boards. So you can rename them, add new icons to them that you want. It's just another thing that Reedsy offers its writers that makes, that streamlines the process. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've had to go through and reread a chapter just because I forgot someone's name. And you can add images, you can add all kinds of information, links, things that you want to your research. So there's quite a bit of flexibility to it, and I'm kind of excited to play around with it some more. I mean, it's not like it's super intensive and has all these options, but it does make holding notes and research and images of anything you want a lot easier than trying to write down in a notebook that you're going to wind up forgetting about anyway. Now, the only thing that I don't like about it, and this is kind of nitpicking, is that you're only able to pin one thing at a time. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of effort to click on the board and just look up what I want to know, but it would be kind of handy to be able to pin a bunch of stuff into one spot. So I would probably just pin one thing and then flesh out a bunch of the things I want to keep track of that I know I'm going to forget. And since it's standing side by side right next to where I'm writing, I don't have to worry about searching through it. But anyway, what's your favorite writing app so far? I think mine is definitely Reedsy's up there in the top 3. I really want to try Atticus next month, and hopefully I'll be able to buy it. But so far, Reedsy is definitely, I'd have to say, one of my top picks. In fact, I'm not really sure if there's another app that I would like to use that's even better. Granted, I haven't used a lot, and I don't really count Microsoft Word or LibreOffice as book writing software because essentially that's a word processor. I'm looking for apps that are specifically tailored for authors so you can keep track of things like the notes or writing goals, little tidbits of information about your manuscript. But anywho, I just wanted to share that little tidbit of information. It's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to playing around with it, and just another reason why I keep liking Reedsy. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. For more videos about self-publishing, freelance writing, or blogging, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. I think that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to get back to writing, and I'll see you next time. I was muted.